Hey guys, Bonsi-chan here, and we're Unpacked today. Unpacked is now the new name of the Pokemon Weekly Trading Card Game news segment. And I'm really excited today because I was afraid that we weren't going to be able to do it this week because up until this morning, aka Friday, there was no news. Except for a Scissor EX box with the Steam Siege Scissor in it. But let's get into it. I'm really excited to talk about these new cards that we got. So the first card that we got to talk about today is Hala. It's a supporter in Sun and Moon 2, which will be coming in our Guardians Rising expansion. I really like this card. You shuffle your hand into your deck, then draw 4 cards. Alright, but if you've used your GX move that game, you draw 7 instead. I really like this card because it's pushing the power level of GXs up just a little bit over EXs by giving them some really good support. We are moving to a slower format, so maybe 4 cards, shuffling your hand to your deck and drawing 4 cards instead of, 6 or 8 cards with N. 6 cards with N at max. Sometimes you get down to 3 or 4-ish. But this is a consistent 4. Also, your opponent doesn't get to shuffle, it's just you. I think this would be great 1 or 2 of in a lot of GX decks that are planning on playing a significant amount of GX Pokemon in their deck. I really like this card. I definitely think it's going to be 1 or 2 of them in most decks that run GX Pokemon at the least. If you're not playing GXs, I don't see you playing this card though. Next card we gotta talk about is Aether Paradise Conservation Area. Now this card I really like. I know, I kind of like all of these cards, but this one's kind of cool and you'll see why later. So basically each player's basic grass and lightning Pokemon take 30 less damage from their opponent's basic Pokemon. So if you have a basic grass type out, say what's a good example of basic grass? Well, damn. Basic grass. That's kind of hard to explain. Let's go with basic lightning. Let's say you have the Raikou from Breakpoint, and your opponent has, I don't know, Vikavolt GX that we're getting next expansion. So when you hit them, they'll take 30 less damage, and when they hit you, you'll take 30 less damage. I'm not it could be a mistranslation. I think it'd be really weird if this is from opponent's basic Pokemon. I think it'd be more in line of just basic from Pokemon in general. I'm not sure if this is a correct translation, but if it is the correct translation, I think this card will be somewhat playable depending upon what else we get in Sun and Moon 2. But I like this card, and you'll see why at the end when I talk about the last card that we got announced. Next card we got though is Lycanroc GX. It's pretty good. It's a stage 1 evolution, fighting type, 200 HP, 2. Is that a 2? I can't tell if it's a 2 or a 3 retreat cost. The image is a little blurry, but I'm pretty sure it's a 2 retreat cost. It has a grass weakness, which is pretty relevant with the amount of grass Pokemon that have gotten printed in this set. We got Decidueye GX, Lorantis GX. But I like this card because of its ability. When you evolve into it, it acts as a Lysander. So that way you can switch out something vulnerable on your opponent's bench and hit it. Its first attack is Claw Swipe. Sorry guys, Claw Swipe. Fighting in a double colorless does 110 damage. That's not horrible for 3 energy. Despair Ray from Mega Gardevoir does the same amount of damage for only 2 energy. But again, we're moving to a slower format. But this card's alright. It's GX move though. I really like Death Rogue GX. 50 damage does 50 damage times the number of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So if they got 3 bench Pokemon, you're doing 150. So depending upon what kind of deck your opponent's playing, you could be hitting for 250 and knocking out pretty much anything. I think this would be a good card to play against Incineroar because Incineroar decks are going to want to have a big bench. Same thing with Passimian. They're going to have a big bench. Any deck that's going to have a big bench, this card's going to be good against. I definitely think this card might see some play, depending upon what kind of fighting support that we get in the future. And the last card we're going to talk about is my personal favorite card, and that is Tapu Bulu GX. It's the first Guardian from Sun and Moon that we've gotten in card form. It's a basic grass type with 180 HP, a retreat cost of 3, and no weakness and no resistance. No weakness, guys. This thing's not weak to fire. It's not weak to anything. It's just, I'm here, bro. Look at me. I'm here. Look at my septum piercing, bro. I'm here. But I like it because it's a basic 1. 2, it's a grass type, so Aether Conservation Area will benefit this card because it'll be taking 30 less damage from your opponent's grass and light for your opponent's basic Pokemon or Pokemon in general. Not sure yet. Again, we need to get the official translation before we can make a call if that card's going to be playable or not. But this card is definitely going to be good. It's a basic GX, so things like Nest Ball, you know, drop this guy on your bench. Fighting Fury Belt, slap an extra 40 HP on him and 10 extra damage. Things like Max Elixir will still hit him, which is going to be relevant because his attacks require 2 grass energy. So there's a lot of support for this card currently already released in the US, and I think this card will definitely see some play. I'm a huge fan of single energy attacks. Horn attack does 30 damage for a single grass energy, which is by no means a slouch at all. Again, slap a Fighting Fury Belt him, you're doing 40 damage. 2 grass energy and a single colorless energy. Nature's Madness, 120 damage. But also, you may do 60 more damage if you discard all the energy from attached to this Pokemon. Which, again, that's not great. You're going to lose 3 energy. But if you really need that extra 60 damage, it is there. And for 3 energy, 120 damage is not terrible. So that's what I like about this card. Also, the GX move is really interesting. It does 150 damage for 2 grass and a colorless, and you heal all of the damage it's taken. So basically, it's like a max potion, but you don't lose the energy. Up until now, we've only seen GX moves that guarantee 1 hits or seriously disrupt your opponent. This buys this card a whole extra turn to start ramping back up and start hitting again. It's basically like if they get down to 170, you're gonna use Kapu Wild GX and heal all the way back up, and they have to work all over again to keep hitting it. And since he has no weakness, it's gonna be very tough for them to do that consistently, of basically knocking this Pokemon out twice. Again, this guy has lots of support in the form of Fighting Fury Belt, Max Elixir, Nest Ball, Dragonite EX from Evolutions. Can even recycle these guys back into your hand from your discard pile. Overall, I think this card is very awesome, and it's going to see some competitive play, and I want to build a deck with it. And again, another deck I want to make in Sun and Moon too. There's only like 3 now. We got Toxapex and this and something else, I'm pretty sure. I've lost track. There's been so much cool stuff coming out. Probably because Evolutions was such a letdown that I was not motivated to make decks, but Sun and Moon is looking promising. Rapid fire topics this week, guys. We don't really have any. There's a Scizor box coming out with Scizor from Steam Siege. Nothing really too impressive to report on, but thanks for watching, guys. Peace out. Catch you next time. Hey guys, Bonzi-chan here, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about a little bit weird topic just because of how far out it is. Remember talking about